What's going on, Mama?
Oh my god, still climatizing.
Are we heading to the Arctic or something today? Heading down to Antarctica?
It's pretty cold.
When she says pretty cold, she means it's, I think, 18 degrees.
17. Below 20 is cold.
Look at this. Look at this setup. Tracky dacks, jumpers,
Yeah.
lankies.
Yeah, Sydney in April, when you need to use a spoon to dig out the coconut oil instead of just pouring it out of the jar, it's time to head north. And this time, instead of Queensland, we are aiming for the tropical waters of Fiji.
So today we're leaving Middle Harbour out through the heads here, heading up to Pittwater for a little Easter weekend, little party up in the Hawkesbury River somewhere. We've got a forecast of anywhere from 17 or 18 to 28 knots westerly. So it should be a spicy, fast little run up there. Should be there in a jiffy. We've put our Fiji preparations on hold for an Easter weekend with friends. Plus, we really needed to cut Rio loose to remind ourselves what this is all about. And boosting along at 10 knots is a bloody good start.
We've left Sydney's Middle Harbour and we are heading all the way up here to a river near the Hawkesbury, a perfect mix of all sailing conditions and angles.
We are flying up the coastline, heading into swell. Wind right on the beam, screecher out, boom. We made our destination in a few hours to join an Easter raft up full of sailors and their kids.
Mommy, what's that? Mommy, what's that?
Looks like tracks from the Easter Bunny.
Let's see if he got the carrot.
See if he ate the carrot.
Let's go check.
In retrospect, the explanation of a giant bunny breaking into your home in the dark while you're asleep only to leave some chocolate poo on the floor is a lot to take in at once.
Carrots on the floor, was it? She did not want to go near that carrot.
There's something in the floor. You pick it up. Dada, pick it up. Pick it up.
Look, the Lucy.
What's that?
It's an egg. What's inside? Mommy, what's inside?
Go find some eggs. She warmed up pretty quick though, as there was an Easter egg hunt on every boat, one after the other.
Then, with a 2-year-old high on chocolate eggs, we skidded back to Middle Harbour to continue our preparations for Fiji. sort you out in a second. Look at that big wave.
When you look at the world cruising guides, a course from Sydney to Fiji is strongly discouraged. It's against the trade winds and the prevailing currents. Instead, the idea is to sail to New Zealand first, check in, restock, eat lamb roast for every meal and watch the All Blacks frighten the life out of visiting rugby teams. Then, when a weather window appears, check out with 100 other boats and then sail to Fiji.
But we know people who've done it straight from Australia, and we have faith in our Fusion 40 to tackle all conditions. So we are preparing for an 1800 nautical mile sail across the South Pacific Ocean.
For a family of 6.
Shit, this would be a family of 8. Big family. And that means a lot of food prep for the captain and crew. Denim will do the passage with 3 mates, while Kai and I will fly. I would love to do it with them, but we feel Kai is a little young for such a long unknown journey. Yeah, I want to do that too. Have a little sleep and wake up when it all is done. Driving around, getting so much stuff, and then this car decides to also request some attention. So we've got some coolant leakage, and we just poured in about 1.5 liters of coolant, and it's all gone somewhere else, and the car's overheating. Great.
Good timing. What on earth is going on here?
More cooking.
What is this concoction?
It's gonna be a fish pie.
Fish pie?
Ah,
You don't eat fish. Where's the beef, the lamb and pork?
not really a fish pie. It's like sort of like a shepherd's pie with fish inside.
It's for bloody Mitcher, isn't it?
For all of you.
It's for bloody Mitcher. I thought we were just going to give him tins of tuna. Mitch is one of the crew coming with me on the trip, and he's a pescatarian. A fish-loving, fish-killing, half-fish, half-man machine. What's that green poison in there as well?
Well, you guys need some veggies in every meal. What do you think?
I think that we're like lions in the jungle. We don't need veggies in every meal. While Murray steamed up the galley, I was on to boat jobs. First, pop riveting in mast steps so a spotter can climb the mast to help navigate narrow reef passes. Right, let's give this a try. Good view up here. By the time I come down, the kitchen is still bubbling away. What you doing there, Pumpkin?
I'm cutting the mushrooms small.
What for? What are you cutting the mushrooms for?
It's for you.
And for who?
And for the boys.
And for the boys.
Yeah.
Dish number 4.
Generator maintenance. And if you watch this channel, you know my history with this little bit. Generator check and oil change while we're here.
Very serious.
Yeah. This is the Raycore filter for the generator, and it's just been filling up with this blue-black diesel. It's not the tank, because I started draining the tank the other day, so I'm hoping that some kind of fungus that's trapped in the Raycore filter, so pulling it apart, very messy job. Dear God, if only I knew what this would lead to later on.
Yep, this is days later and I'm still cooking. It's a lot of mashed potato.
14 days at sea, 4 fellas, need some tucker. So I have a slipping clutch on the mast here, and this clutch is for the screecher, and I don't really want that slipping on me out in the middle of the ocean, so $450 to replace it, but I've got the internals for a couple of hundred, so we'll try and dismantle it, which means dismantling both of them, get it working again. Let's see if it still slips. Not perfect, but it's gonna have to do.
Yeah. That to go on top of this.
Oh, look at this. I am up the mast today, putting in a dedicated storm sail halyard. It's going to go into right next into that little guy there, which means if it gets spicy out there, we can hoist a storm sail without having to use any of the other sheets. Of course, the advantage is I get this amazing view of Rio and Sydney Harbour, or Middle Harbour to be precise. Yeah, alright, I'm back to work.
We set sail into the moon. Tilt our tails to the morning dew.
Of course, there's more to preparing a boat for blue water cruising than endless cooking and the odd boat job. The truth is, in between working and saving, we have been upgrading Rio for almost 3 years now to get her ready for extended cruising and offshore passages.
And if you want a more detailed rundown on what we thought was essential for us, you can find it here on this link. It's an earlier video we did on what makes a blue water cruiser. We will include the link again at the end of this video. So I can't get in there, which means Poppet needs to get in there.
We dance like flames around the sun.
So it's Sunday and ideally we'd be doing our final boat preps, but as always in these things, we're rushing to the end of time, still trying to make a last minute call on weather, which is not exactly perfect. Still doing shopping, and now I've also got both Channel 7 and Foxtel onto me about doing voiceovers for work that I've done, so, and we're meant to be leaving in a day and a half. Despite the last minute rush, with 24 hours to go, we found ourselves in a good spot. Rio is ready, crew flying in, and we're looking at maps and plotting a course to match the weather forecast.
When we're looking at the map.
That's right, we're looking at the map. And what map are we looking at here?
We're looking with this big square map.
Big square map.
More random square map.
And what's this map for? What does it help us with?
And we're sailing.
When we're sailing?
Yeah.
Where are we sailing from? Where to? Show me on the map.
We're going to Fiji. Going to Fiji.
We are checking all our maps at the moment, make sure we've got enough big scale maps to get us across the ocean in case some catastrophic failure of the navigation gear. And some kind of maps of Fiji, our destination. And our navigator is taking a very close look.
Going to Fiji. We're going to Fiji. At this boat shed. We in Australia. Okay, we in Australia. Kaya. I want to say boat sheds.
Boat sheds?
Yeah. Boat shed, Moana. When boat shed, Moana.